humbled.
So let's get into it. Everybody's surprised.
Crap. Let's go,
They don't know
Manny.
what's gonna happen.
Look at that smile. Look at that smile, Manny. You got something up your sleeve, man. Come on.
So I just have some questions.
What can you do that no one else can? What is the craziest story you've ever heard? Stand up, are you ready?
I don't know. I'm nervous now.
We'll talk a little later, Ray. We'll talk a little later, right after the show. We need more information. We'll come back to you.
Hey everyone, what's going on? The United Podcast Show. We're back at it again. Very excited. Brand new year, as we said before, going into month 2, Black History Month 2021. Yep. Wow. Listen, guys, I'm excited. Tonight's show is very unique. It's different. But before I tell you what it is, I'm going to introduce my brother. First, we got Eyaoh. Say hello to the people.
Yo, you know what it is, man. Welcome back, my people. Thank you for being with us tonight. Can't wait to start this show. We're going to hit you with a bang, but before we hit you with that topic, I'm going to throw it right back so everybody else can introduce themselves.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Eyaoh, always on point. Sandapur, talk to the people, man. Let's go.
I don't know. I'm as surprised with the listeners. I don't know what's going on today. So hey, I'm excited. Let's go. Let's do this.
You're going to
throw it on us, huh?
It's dangerous and exciting, right, man? Chuck, tell us so I can wrap this up real quick. Go ahead, man.
Oh, man, we just want to say thank you to everybody, man. Glad to just be here once again and just enlighten us, enlighten everybody else. Let's go.
Good. Yeah, man. Thank you, brother Chuck. And don't forget, guys, to press that like and subscribe to our channel. We highly appreciate it. And also share if you can. That means a lot to us. We don't have all the listeners, all the followers in the world, but little by little we're climbing. So
we're climbing. Yep.
We bring this to you very humble and very and a lot, everything from the heart.
We love those comments. We love those comments.
Love the comment. Yeah, awesome comments. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for those who leave the comments. Absolutely.
All right,
very humble.
So let's get into it. Everybody's surprised.
Crap. Let's go, Manny.
What's gonna happen?
Look at that smile. Manny. You got something up your sleeve, man. Come on.
I just have some questions. I'm gonna go around the panel and ask some questions. The show shouldn't be that long, but let's have some fun with it. First, brother Chuck, what can you do that no one else can? Can you share?
What?
Don't overthink it.
That's a good question. Come on, Chuck. You gotta pick one of many things. I'm sure you have a whole list. We want one.
Repeat the question. Repeat the question. I'm sorry.
What can you do that you feel no one else can? And, nobody's judging. Whatever you think it is, it is. So I can always come back to you if you want to think.
Yeah, Pat.
All right.
Let me think about it. Damn.
Oh wow.
That's a great question.
But if we come back to you, Chuck, you gotta be ready, Chuck. If you come back to you,
I'm
be
just
ready.
surprised.
Get out of jail free card. Eddie, what is the craziest story you've ever heard?
The craziest story I've ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
So the other day I was listening to I guess a story, and it was ironic because there were two people that were hanging out. It was two ladies, and they would hang out,
right.
And everybody would say that they look like sisters. When you hang out with certain people, or you're always around certain people, you start looking like each other.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, to make a long story short, she was born here in the United States, and I guess and her friend was born in Dominican Republic.
Okay.
But they looked alike a lot, and they met here. Anyway, to make a long story short, they ended up being sisters, and they never even knew it. So they would hang out. They would do all types of. They worked in the same establishment, and they would just chop it up and then they figured they were, one day, she was like, "Where exactly are you from?" And then they started talking about people, and it turned out that they were siblings. That they were sisters.
That's crazy.
That's kind of wild, right?
And paternal, I mean, both mother and father.
Yeah. What? Well, I don't know. I think it was I don't know, but I know they were siblings. It might be just the dad or I'm not sure. But they were related. They were sisters.
I'm not surprised from Dominican Republic. We have a lot of energy in our blood. That's a good story, brother. I appreciate that. All right, let me keep it moving. Keep it moving. Stand up. Are you ready?
Keep it
What
moving.
is
I don't
it?
know. I'm nervous now. These questions out of the blue.
No,
Go
no,
ahead.
no,
I'm
this
ready.
is it.
Let's go. Let's go.
What is the nerdiest thing you do in your spare time?
Oh, that's easy, man. That's easy. Just today, I was actually looking at how to hack your own network.
That is
so
interesting.
because I'm in IT because I've always had I'm also in in that field. So
Right.
because believe it or not, sometimes I have my own cloud, my home cloud storage at home, and sometimes I just hear it go, like somebody's, it's a hard drive is active when I know I'm not on the PCs.
Mhm.
So either to me, it's either the backup that's running, but I know when the backup is supposed to run, so it's not supposed to be running now.
Okay.
So something is happening. So so I downloaded some software, did a little bit of YouTube and then I actually kind of see the mind of a hacker and how everything can, they can actually, when you type your password, they can see it.
Wow.
Wow.
Letter by letter. So yeah, so that's the nerdiest thing that I did
I
today.
don't know if I should have asked that question.
Ooh, we might have to cut that one
I'm
out.
nervous. Abort, right?
Yeah.
We'll talk a little later, Ray. We'll talk a little later, right after the show. We need more information. We'll come back to you.
All right. Chuck, you ready for me or not yet?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, brother. All right. What can you do that you feel other you're the only one that could do that others can't?
What could I do?
Mm-hmm.
I could.
Let me know if you need more time. I'll come back to
No.
you.
I don't want to. I don't want to sound too conceited. You know what I mean?
No. This is no judgment.
No, hey,
You know,
it has to be that answer. Nobody else can do it. So that already it's one of those type of things. So
listen, nobody else can
do it.
Nobody else can be me. Look. Everyone's their own person, but everyone's their own unique person. But I think I have a quality where.
Describe that quality.
Man, just friendly, approachable. Unneedy, just.
What
You're a
about
package. You're a package, dude.
That thing that you do with your tongue. You don't want to talk about it?
Whoa. Okay,
I'm
that's
just
another
playing,
after the
just
show.
playing.
Wait.
Put you on the spot, Chuck. All right. So listen, you gave me like a 70% answer. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Listen,
but I'll take it. But let me give it a little spin real quick because it shows.
Hold on. Can we ask you a question?
Oh yes, please.
If anybody, I want to ask you a question.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
So, you got your brothers on this podcast, right? And you have to give me an answer. Don't give me no. You have to give me an answer. And we know each other. This is just a question. Nobody's going to take it to heart. Nobody's going to be offended. It's just one of those questions, right? You had to save one person, kill one person.
Oh my God.
Right?
Yeah.
And turn in one person. And tell us the reasons why you had to turn in that person, why you felt like to kill that person, and you had to, and the reason why you had to save that person.
Damn, dude, but do we really want to hear those answers?
Yes.
That's what I said. That's what I said. It's just a question.
And it could have been worse. He could have said on this podcast. He could have said on this podcast.
Let's go.
Between
yeah.
Oh, on this podcast or just
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's deep. Oh, good luck with that, Manny.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Thank God, I'm glad
like
you.
I said.
Let me think. Who owes me money first? Who owes me money? Right? Man.
Manny, I zelled you.
Yeah. I'm looking at a mirror right now. Ray gave it back to me. Be careful what you wish for, right? So I probably would save Eddie because of what he does. I think that not saying that wait, hold on. You asked for it, right?
There are two brothers on the show. One of them got to die. The other one got to be turned in.
Somebody got to die.
You hear that? You hear that, Chuck?
But you got to remember, they say blood is thicker than water, so you got to remember that.
No.
Not for nothing. But hey, Ray, guess who's gonna be turned in? You hacker. I'm just saying, you gave yourself up, homeboy.
Yeah.
Look,
I'm just
man,
saying. I'm just
Honestly,
saying.
honestly,
we ain't never hanging out again, man. I'm
no,
sorry.
let me finish. So Eddie, because of what he does, he teaches kids, and I think that's a freaking beautiful thing to do. So
Thank you.
I would save that. I would save him because of that, because that he's gonna help people, you know. Damn. Let me move
Damn,
on.
Chuck. I was sweating here. I'm either saved or done. No, I'm sorry. He turns me over or turns me in or he
I'm gonna
kills
have to
me.
turn you in, Ray. I'm gonna have to turn you in.
Oh, damn, Chuck.
Yo, Chuck, that means you going.
And Chuck, I'm sorry, brother. I love you, but I'm gonna have to kill you, man.
Hey, we ain't never hanging out again.
He said he's nice, he's friendly, he's everything, but you're gonna have to die.
I'm gonna turn Ray in because I know while he's in jail, he's gonna think about everything that he did wrong. And
He's gonna
turn
hack his way
life
out of
around.
there.
He's gonna turn his life around. And Chuck, I'm gonna kill you because all the love that you already you've given is
Chuck
good
doesn't
enough
die.
for
Chuck
me
doesn't
to.
die.
If it's good enough for me and my family to take with us. I don't know.
Chuck, you'll never
Right.
die.
So he's definitely going to heaven based on that. There you go. So
Hey, that was good, Ray. I gotta say, I think you topped all my questions, man. All right, let's wrap the show up, and I'm gonna give you one last one, and this is pertaining to the ladies, right? I'm gonna go around the panel real quick,
Oh shit.
and I'm gonna start with Brother Ray. Ray, what is the best quality that you look for in a woman, and the worst that you want to stay away from? So two-part question: best quality, and then something that really turns you off. It could be short. It doesn't have to be too lengthy.
best quality, bring joy in my life. Laughter, because at the end of the day, we all go.
Well, what brings joy? What brings joy?
Well, listen, like, when you laugh, it's actually it's a good healing, right? It's
what
good
makes
for
you
the,
laugh?
Right.
Just keep on
It could
going in.
be, it could be
a
acting
big butt.
stupid.
I'm just
Listen,
saying.
it could be acting silly. It could be, giving me something that I've always wanted, but I didn't get it because I was thinking about something else. Like
Peanut butter on the bowl.
yeah.
Oh Lord.
Wait,
I don't know how I'm going to edit that, but I'll
You don't
try.
have to edit, man. This is
I'll
live.
try.
This is good.
I'll
No,
try.
this is good. This is good. This is a warm up.
No, but to answer your question, Eyaoh, so it could be, it's joy could be in different forms. It could be like you got a gift that you couldn't get, and then you get that gift. Like, for example, I got this beautiful Bob Marley portrait that I've always wanted, but I never got it. So it's still there, and I never hung it up, right? Or it could be like, let's go on a vacation, or it could be, let me do something for you. So just happiness, joy/happiness in life, even though you will have sorrows, but you know that there's always somebody that's going to be there as your source of happiness, or source of she can bring you normalize everything for you.
Not bad,
right?
right? Okay. What about the worst?
The worst part,
Mhm.
like tie down, hold me back, hold us back down, negativity,
Okay.
not positivity.
Super.
Yeah. So I just want to keep it short. Yeah. So it's really positive in that somebody could bring you happiness, and if you kill my happiness, then we're done. Our happiness. I shouldn't say my happiness. Our happiness.
Thank you for that.
That's
What
a
about
great
you,
answer.
Chuck? What about you, man?
Oh shit, man. I can make that quick. I'm gonna say just women being independent, man. As long as they could, take care of themselves, do whatever they were doing before me, and continue that, but just bring it to the relationship. So it's like, as long as they can be independent and make their own decisions and bring something to the table, that I'm simple like that, man. I really don't need much until it's needed.
So the best is for the individual to be independent,
Yes.
and the worst, something that will turn you off 100%.
Just like I'm gonna always say, just jealousy, man. There's no
Jealousy.
time for it.
Okay,
There's no time for it.
straightforward. Sounds good. E-double, what's up?
I would say a woman who is selfishless, a woman that can bring out the best in both our characters, in hers, because she has to lead the way, and in mine, right? Allow me and her to be who we are. And I'm going to say we because I'm going to steal that from Ray, because it's a we thing. It's not about me, because it's not just serve me, it's serve us. If we're in a relationship, then let's make us, you can't be unhappy to make one person happy, right? So you have to be happy. A person who's always who understands like purpose of life and doesn't really take things too hard, like that's gonna hold us and hinder our progress.
Nice.
And a turn off would be yeah, exactly that. And a person who's negative, a person who sees the cup half empty as opposed to half full, a person who's always finding something to complain about, a person, I probably wouldn't be with a person like this. I just couldn't, because it's a turn off from the get-go. It's
From the start, yeah.
we don't have to say much. If this is just your character, then
Yeah.
you're gonna make, then that's what I'm gonna become around you.
Because you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it right away too. So
You see it right away, because remember, you share this one relationship, and then at this point, let's say you do build and you do have a child. Now this child is the offspring of both of us, right? 50-50. Now this child is gonna feed off of this. Like if you think like that, right?
Yeah.
Right?
That sounds good. Great answers, guys. Oh, wow. You guys get deep and serious real quick.
yeah, man. So
Wait, Bernie, now you gotta look in the mirror and ask yourself.
Yeah, answer you that same question.
Sure, thank you. For me, it's simple. It's loyalty. Someone that's loyal, has integrity towards me. I give it my all when somebody's loyal to me. And as far as turn off, I would say someone that's not driven, that is just settling and it's like, yeah, let's just, we got what we got. That's my thing. I like someone that challenges me and the relationship in itself altogether. So those two are my things. But listen, more interesting, more important, the questions that popped off on episode 21, right? We had a lot of fun. We kicked
I
it
got
off.
one more question.
Oh, hold on. Go ahead. Always got to sneak it in there, right?
Of course, right. That's right.
So,
Talk to me.
now I'm going to ask the same question to everybody on the panel. And as I'm asking, I'm going to ask the question myself. So you guys got to, you kind of get the sense. Think about what you're going to, the answer that you're going to have. And I want you to marry it and all that good stuff. So here's the question, right? If there is one person, dead or alive, that you can talk to,
Wow.
who would it be? Right? I'll go. I think you guys. I think you guys, because you guys
I'll go.
because you guys know who it's going to be, right? Yeah. So
pretty much.
absolutely, right? So the person in my mind is obviously, my idol. This guy I've been listening to since I was I think 3, right? Has been a major influence in my life for the big part. This person would be the legendary Bob Marley, right? I've met some of the kids, right? It was a pleasure and honor to meet some of the kids. I had a sense of that whole, that had sense, but he would be the one that would just sit down and just have a conversation with, because, he did so many things, but there's the standard, the legendary status they had as a singer, as a performer. But if you really realize where he came from humble beginnings, right? And that never truly really changed him, right? He stayed close to his roots, to his beliefs, despite all the fame that he had, despite everybody that was towards his end of his life, they was trying to use him to make as much money, because they knew that he has limited time in life. But he would be one person that would just sit down and just like trying to just understand, even though I've seen the videos and everything else, just to be in his presence and just, absorb a lot of things that he said, because this guy was extremely powerful to this day, right? He's still selling records, and he's the some of the messages and the wording that he says in his songs resonate very, very strongly today, right? So this guy just transcends time. Like he was just sent to us as, somebody to just say, listen, there's a lot of shit that's happening in this world. There's a lot of songs I could quote that, this was in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. He came from a small island in the Caribbean, but his message went to all corners of the world, all the way to Tibet, to Argentina, to, anywhere in the world, they know him, right? So that's the one person I would talk to. Fine. Now that you guys got the sense, right?
Wait, not so easy. Can I do a Ray on you?
Absolutely.
If this person was here today, what would be something that you would ask him? One question.
How do you think the world is doing today?
Oof, that'd be a whole different song. You know, well, all his songs. You know what? All you really got to do is just play his album. He's kind of going to talk to you,
Right.
some way, somehow.
That's true.
Yeah, wow, that's a great answer.
Yeah, man.
All right. So, Eddie, hopefully you had some time to think. Who would you be interviewing and talking to?
So just going back to questions, if Manny kills Chuck, I would want to talk to Chuck. I miss Chuck already, and he hasn't even left the panel. I miss you, Chuck.
Why did he
Ray, I'll just send you some commissary money. Don't worry, you get your little ring dings and your little honey buns. Don't worry about it, man. Make yourself some
40.
Don't worry, you make the little cake and stuff with some, with the little cup of noodles and stuff with a little mustard. I would definitely say my father. I regret a little bit of not picking his brain when he was around about his life when he was a younger person. It was a little hard communication wasn't the way I communicate with Brianna. Brianna could ask me pretty much just anything. And I guess I didn't open up that door maybe, and I would want to pick his brain a little bit more because I think a lot of the way I am has a lot to do with the way he was. So yeah, I would definitely want to have another conversation with him, see him again. Every time I hear that song by Luther Vandross, Dance with My Father Again, I always think about that. So it's like I would dance with my father again, meaning like I would have a conversation like man to man at this point. Now I'm a whole different person. But then when he passed away, even I was an adult, but I wasn't this adult. I wasn't the adult that's on a podcast talking about questions and you know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't that person. But now maybe we can chop it up a little differently. Maybe we can break that wall that was kind of put there before as that relationship. So
wow. That's very powerful, Eddie.
Oh.
Very powerful.
Thank you.
I have those moments too, by the way.
Yeah.
I was young I wasn't young, but for the majority of my adulthood with my kids, my father had passed away. So a lot of times, I don't say that much, even I don't reveal that much, but sometimes, you do want to be like, I wish I had that chance. All right, let's go. Let's keep it moving. Mr. Real Estate, Manny Fresh.
What's going on, people? Yes.
Because Charlie's going to die soon, so we want to give him,
Charlie's going to talk to himself. He's going to talk to himself.
Nah, I shouldn't say that. I should say that. Take that back there. He's not going to die soon. Take that back there.
Don't say that.
I'll make it quick. Mine's Emmanuel James Rowan. He's a motivational speaker. This guy I can listen to his recordings and all his words and his speeches, and he just lifts me up whenever I'm down. While I'm shaving, I play him, and he really, even though it's on YouTube or on an audio book, it gets to my blood, it gets to my brain, and it gets to my heart, and he speaks directly to me.
What's his name again?
Look him up, Emmanuel James Rowan.
Rowan,
yeah. ROHN. Let's see, he died in 2009. Yeah.
What does he talk about? What was he about?
Oh man, life and how if you want to add value to your life, add value to yourself, right? Invest in yourself a lot of the times. Man, so many quotes that he has, and I'm still working on record. You can actually just become a motivational speaker on the things that he says.
Wow.
The guy's awesome, man, and I'll share with you guys. Maybe Brother Ray can put a link down. But and what I would ask him, man, 1,000 questions, but I would just say like, I don't know. I would just like ask him at what point in your life did you make the decision to become yourself? Like what triggered that, to help others? Because, he was with Herbalife for a little while, but ultimately he's just like a very positive, motivating person. And you listen to him and it turns me up. It just lights me up. So yeah, that's my thing.
Thank you, Manny. Thank you. We'll definitely make sure that we put the link down and read up more on him, right? And check him out. All right, Chuck.
Yeah, man. I would just go, man, it would to sit up and be able to have a conversation with Martin Luther King Jr. Right? And you go and you would ask him like, why put your life on the line for, why fight for justice, or to have little kids play play together. You know, little white kids, little black kids play together. You know, just to find out, you know, what was the thinking. And I mean, I know you see it, but why put yourself in harm and your family self in harm's way, you know, for other people? I mean, it may sound like a no-brainer question, but a lot of people wouldn't do it.
No,
So that's what I'm saying. So, but so if that was man, if that's one person, that it would definitely be Martin Luther King Jr.
Wow. Well, Simon, we went from funny questions, woman questions to who's gonna get killed. It's crazy, man. This is the podcast, and this is what you get: random activity, random questions. Freelance episode 21 for 2021. We're actually officially adults. That means we can actually have a drink. And yes, I am going to have my lemonade drink on the show because it's episode 21. Cheers, my brothers.
Cheers.
It's funny because this is real soda. It's really soda.
It's real soda.
So with that said, we love you guys. Keep subscribing, guys.
Keep subscribing.
Close it out.
Listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, all the platforms. We'll just keep the content coming. Yep, knowledge without borders.
Sir, thank you, Chuck. Appreciate
Yes,
it. Eddie, any last words for the ladies? You got a whole following, man. What's the hell's going on? Say it. They want to hear it, Eddie.
Stay tuned. Next episode coming soon. Next week. If you have any comments, you can always put your phone number down. private message.
Appreciate you. See you guys next time. Thank you for joining.
All right.
Thank you.
United Podcast.
United Podcast.
United Podcast.
Peace.
Thank you.